6 months from today, you could be living a completely different life, or you can be living the exact same one. Quite frankly, the choice is yours. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name is Hannah, and my channel focuses on building healthier minds and building stronger bodies. I'm so passionate about it, and I am here to help you succeed in that. I really want you to build a life that you absolutely love and that you're thriving in. Healthy mind, healthy body, all of those things. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe down below, leave a comment, chat it up with me down there. I check all my comments, and I'm just so happy that you're here and hopefully are ready to change your life for the better. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Everyone wants dramatic result, a better body, more confidence, more money, more discipline. The truth, the people who actually transform their lives, they don't have more motivation than you. They truly just have better habits. So what does that mean for you? Change your habits, change your life. All we have to do is build these small habits, day by day, habit by habit, stack those up, and then that's where the huge change is. Most people quit because they think that success comes from one change that happens just overnight. Take it from someone like me. I thought that I needed to change my life in like one huge jump, and I would get all of it together and it would just be an overnight success. The difference won't come from one huge decision. It'll come from small habits that you implement every single day. Today, I want to share these 7 habits that truly just take a few minutes each day, but they can completely change the trajectory of your life in the next 6 months if you stick with them. And no, none of them require you waking up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. or completely changing your life tomorrow. But we could start these habits today to have a better life down the road. Habit number 1, keep one promise to yourself every single day. Most people think confidence comes first, but it doesn't. Do not wait around for the confidence to start. Confidence comes from evidence. Every time you tell yourself you're going to do something and you actually do it, you build trust within yourself. And a lot of us lack this self-trust, myself included. This is a skill that you really have to work on. So once you actually start feeding it this evidence, that's where you build the confidence. So this promise doesn't have to be something big. It can be something as simple as making your bed, going for a walk, reading 1 chapter a day, drinking enough water that day, whatever goal you have set for your water intake. The habit itself isn't what changes you. It's proving to yourself that your words mean something to you. Whatever you're telling yourself that you're going to do, you need to hold that standard for yourself. You can't hold standards for other people if you don't hold it for yourself, right? We need to start with this self-love, this self-trust. So by you doing it and showing yourself that you actually do it, you build that trust within yourself. That builds the confidence within you. Imagine how different you would feel if you kept one promise to yourself every single day for the next 6 months. You'd become somebody that you actually rely on. Habit number 2, and I know we have heard this one time and time again. Put your phone away for the first 30 minutes of your day. The average person checks their phone at least a dozen times a day, if not more. Quite frankly, I know I check mine more than that. And a lot of people check their phone before they even get out of bed. Think about what that teaches your brain, what that gives your thoughts. You haven't even had a single thought of your own before you saw somebody else's thought. Because a lot of the time, you're either reading a text, reading an email, on social media, looking at something, even maybe just Pinterest, anything. Unless you're looking at your Bible app, the first thing that you're looking at your phone, and in that case, girl, grab the Bible. Grab the real Bible. Stay off the phone. Instead of grabbing your phone, protect those first 30 minutes. Protect your own thoughts, your own creativity, your own feelings. Take time to read. Take time to talk to God. Do a little stretch, a little yoga, some movement. Drink some water. Pray, journal, sit with your coffee. Actually, just be present. We are missing so much of that. So it's so much more than just being like, oh, doom scrolling. But think about what that's actually doing. A lot of social media, and I love social media, I love it for the inspo, but if we take it too far, it literally is creating the thoughts for us. We aren't generating our own thoughts, and that takes away the creativity. And God literally made you to be exactly who you are. He created you so uniquely, and we need your uniqueness. So give your own thoughts a chance before the rest of the world demands other things from you. Habit number 3, read 10 pages a day. Now, I know you've heard this one before too. So let me explain why it's so important. People constantly ask successful people what podcasts they listen to. But the better question is, what books are they reading? What books have they read? These books are shaping the way that they think. 10 pages sounds small, right? But over 6 months, you will finish multiple books. That's hundreds of new ideas, new perspectives, new skills. Reading isn't just about finishing the book. It's about becoming somebody who never stops learning. We need to continue to be students of life. We need to learn these skills. And not only do we need to learn these skills, we need to implement them. A lot of us are good to listen to a podcast, good to read the book, all that fun stuff, but then we never implement it. So that's something that we will talk further on in another video, but just start with reading 10 pages. See what you learn, see what you digest, see what you take in from that. Actually taking your eyes and reading the book, taking all of it away, the extra sensory, just looking at the book, reading what's on the page and actually taking it in. I know there's a lot of us that struggle with like reading it and I got to reread it, but that's so good for you to actually like focus in on something because our brains are going 100 different directions at one time, right? So this is also a skill to actually just sit, focus in on the book, focus on one thing, really be there with it, be in the moment and not have your brain everywhere and actually see what they're talking about. See what you can learn from that. Continue to be a student of life. Habit number 4. And remember, I told you guys, these are very simple. You can start doing these actually right now. So habit number 4 is go for a walk. Just walk every single day. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to be training for a marathon, a half marathon, a 5K, nothing. Just walk. Just get those legs going, just walk. I know as someone who works from home now, I literally have to tell myself to go walk. I'm like, you need to go outside and walk. You need to get on the walking pad. You just need movement. Walking clears your mind. It improves your mood, helps your health, and it boosts your creativity. Why wouldn't you just go walk? If you are able to walk, first of all, you're so fortunate to be able to walk. Use those legs, get some movement in, be grateful that you can even walk, go clear your mind, boost that creativity, and get the ball rolling on that. It's such a small, simple habit that you can start right now. Sometimes those answers you're looking for might be the job, it might be a relationship, it might just be like feelings in general, what you want, what your life is, your dreams, your goals, all that fun stuff. Sometimes those ideas and thoughts, they don't come when you're just sitting here chilling on the couch. Sometimes they require you to just get some movement and then you can think clearer. So get that movement in. Okay, you've made this far in the video. Here's something really important to know. Do not start all 7 of these habits tomorrow. Girl, don't overdo it. Just start with one. One simple habit, one little micro habit, and then we can stack on them later. Do not start all of them at once. That's exactly how people burn out, is they try to jump into something, they try to start all the habits, every single thing, and then they get overwhelmed and then they get burnt out. And that's exactly what we're trying to avoid here. Choose one, master that one, and then you stack another one. Real change will come with one habit at a time. Okay, habit number 5 is a huge one, and I feel like a lot of people don't do this because I feel as if a society, some of us, really have trouble looking at like the good things or the wins that you had, right? But this is a huge one that will really help your mind to just be more at peace and feel more successful and feel that you actually accomplished something during the day. Habit number 5 is going to be write down 3 wins before bed. Our brains naturally focus on what's actually wrong, right? Our brains want to fix things, they want to help, they want to save us, they want to do all of that. We're typically thinking about what we didn't finish during the day, where we fell short. So every night I want you to write down 3 wins, just 3. They can be super small, they can be really big wins, whatever it is, 3 wins every single night. Maybe you worked out, maybe you got enough water, maybe you stuck to your actual meal plan, maybe you had a great conversation with a friend you've been meaning to have. Maybe you simply just made it through a really tough day. That is a huge win. Progress is never about perfection. It's about noticing that you are moving forward. One small habit at a time, one day at a time. So habit number 6, you can either do before or after those 3 wins, whichever one you see fit. Habit number 6 is ask yourself one question. Now, I'm going to give you a prompt, a question that I want you to ask yourself, but if there's a different kind of question you want to ask yourself, whatever you see fit, girl. This is your life, not mine. But I'm giving you advice of what's been working in my life. So the question is, did the person I was today make my future self proud? So the goal is to actually become the best version of yourself, right? That's what we're all trying to do. And what I want us to do is really focus in on what does that mean for you? So this is going to be a specific question for you, right? So even though the question is very generalized, that I make my future self proud, the future you and the future me are 2 totally different people, right? So it's just a generalized question, but did you make your future self proud? And if you didn't, don't dwell on it. Go back to those 3 wins or then do your 3 wins and see that you did 3 great things. Or at that point, before you do your wins, because I want you to go to sleep on a solid, happy note, before you do your wins, if you didn't make your future self proud, what is one thing you could have done to make your future self proud? Because that's what it's all about, is we're trying to grow, we're evolving, we're becoming the best version of ourselves. And it can be a very, very slow growth. That's totally fine. That actually is more sustainable if we just take these small micro habits. But I want you to be aware of it, because when you're aware of it and you're actually seeing if you're moving moving forward, that gives you more momentum. You're actually able to see like, oh, I'm doing this. I can do this. It goes back to the first thing we were talking about of like really trusting yourself of what you're doing with your life and actually doing the thing, right? Not just talking about it, not just dreaming about it, not just thinking about it, not just planning for it, but actually do. And lastly, habit number 7, do one hard thing every single day. Now, I know you've heard this one before too, but let's go over kind of what I mean by that. Growth lives right outside your comfort zone. It doesn't have to be crazy far outside of your comfort zone. It literally can be an inch on the other side of your comfort zone. So that's where the growth happens. That's where we want to be. That's where we want to actually push into. So I want you every single day to choose one small little thing that makes you slightly uncomfortable. It doesn't have to be crazy discomfort, but slightly uncomfortable is the goal. Send the email, post the video, go to the gym, try a new gym, start the conversation, apply for a job, talk to that person. Like I said earlier, confidence is not something that you are born with. It's something you build through repeated courage. So to wrap this video up, let's imagine 2 people both start today. One keeps waiting for motivation. The other commits to just one tiny habit each day. 6 months later, one wonders why nothing has changed, and the other has become someone that they barely recognize. Not because they were lucky, not because they had more talent, but they chose consistency over intensity. Please remember, your life is not built in these big moments. It's built in the ordinary ones. Take, for instance, I'm training for a half marathon right now. My life doesn't just change the day I wake up and just run the half marathon. My life is changing, and I am building the person that I want to be. Every single small habit, the food that I'm eating, the training that I'm doing, the runs that I'm going on, the early mornings, the early nights, the extra sleep, all of that. That's where I'm building that confidence. That's where I'm building that self-trust, that self-love. So just like that, that's your life. You need to build these small habits day by day. Start now. There's no reason that in 6 months you shouldn't be a completely different person, or at least a slightly different person if you stick with these small habits. These are all habits that every single one of us can implement, right? There's nothing crazy about these. Like I said, remember, it's just slightly out of your comfort zone. You don't have to like jump off and go and do something crazy uncomfortable. Just something slightly uncomfortable is going to help you evolve. It's going to help you grow. It's going to help you become the person that God has created you to be. So please don't leave this video thinking that you need to change everything. That's not what this is about. This is simple micro habits that you can start today to actually change the person that you are into the person that you are meant to become. I really hope you leave this video today committed to changing one thing in your life, because 6 months from now, you will be so grateful that you did. If this video today helped you, please comment down below what micro habit you'll be starting this week. I would love to hear. We would all love to know. You might be starting a completely different micro habit that I didn't list today. So if you're starting a different one, also make sure you put that down below, because I would love to hear it. I'm all about learning. I'm definitely a student of life, so I'm all about learning. Also, if you're serious about becoming the best version of yourself, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Every single week, I will be coming out with a new video, breaking down practical habits, mindset shifts, and systems that will help you build the life that you are proud of. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next. Bye, loves.